Hey beautiful people, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my corner of the interwebs. Today's video is going to be another empties because I've been finishing some things up and I am so excited. I know these are probably the least interesting videos, and I say this I know because I know from watching the analytics, but for me they're one of the most exciting to film because I have so much things. You know, when you have so much products and you keep adding more to your collection, it can feel a little bit cluttered. So seeing the products that I've emptied and have finished, or even just decluttered and tossed, is a really good sort of validation for me, reminder for me that I am actually using up my products. And it is helpful to really sit and reflect on, is this good? Is it bad? Do I want to repurchase this? Is it something that's necessary in my routine? All that fun jazz. So today we're going to go through all of my rubbish, my beauty empties. I did throw in a little bit of skincare, hair care, all of that in there. Body care. So it is a little bit more diverse than previous empties videos than I think. So let's go ahead and dive in. I do have two very big bags of products. And by that, I mean like literally two very big bags. I just tossed them into my empty cosmetics company store bag, as well as my empty Chanel. Yes, I am using my Chanel bag to store rubbish. I mean, what else am I gonna do with it? Like, what else is there to do with it? So let's go ahead and dive into my empties. Okay, starting off with a little bit of body care. I absolutely love the Bath & Body Works lotions, particularly their aromatherapy lotions. I find these to be just really effective in what they say that they're going to do. So I oftentimes like to get the sleep lotion because this is what I will use before bed. And then I try to get something that's a little bit more energizing during the day so that I'm like awake at work. So these are the two that I emptied. This one is the sleep one, and then this one is, it's called Restful Moon. I don't know what it's supposed to do, but they smell really nice. One thing I will say I dislike about the Bath & Body Works sort of glass bottles is that there's absolutely no way to get to the end of it. So there's always a lot of product left over in these, and I don't have the patience. So like, I am not going to sit there and scrape and tap or whatever. So even though there is product left in these, there's just no way for me to get to it. So it is what it is. So these are my first two body empties. Do you guys buy the Bath & Body Works aromatherapy? Do you shop Bath & Body Works overall? And if you do, what is it you like to get from them? Because I really do like their aromatherapy line. Even their candles I will tend to get, but only on a sale. Don't get it twisted, because the price of this is $13.50 and I'm not paying that for a lotion. No ma'am. Sticking with body care, I do have an empty. This is the Trader Joe's Brazil Nut Body Wash. Now, this is actually Trader Joe's dupe for the Sol de Janeiro. What's that really nice one called? The orange one that everybody seems to love. This is a dupe for that, and it's spot on. It smells like vacation. It smells like home. Oh, but I actually do have another one of this body wash because it is also a seasonal product. So it doesn't come out, it's not available all year round. I'm trying to remember when it comes out. I want to say spring, because I remember distinctly how I got this. I was traveling for work. I was in Washington State, Olympia. I was in Washington, and my sister had called me because she was at Trader Joe's, and she was like, they have it here. Do you want it? And I was like, yes. Yeah. So she bought two of these for me. So that's how I ended up with this. This is one I finished up. I have another one in... where is it? It's somewhere. But I do have the other one that I haven't used quite yet. It is really, really nice. And I think that at Trader Joe's, it's like $7-ish when it is in season. Again, it's a seasonal item. So if you are able to get it and you like that Sol de Janeiro scent, but not the Sol de Janeiro price, I definitely recommend picking up the Trader Joe's dupe. Another Bath & Body Works product. This is their body lotion. This is in the scent Chasing Fireflies. Oh, this smells so good. This smells like spring. Oh, it's so nice. This is $15.95. Again, I don't pay full price for anything at Bath & Body Works because they're always on sale. I think this was like maybe $3.50, $6 tops. But I always get it when they're on sale, and whether that be a buy three, get three free, or whatever other sales that they have going on. This is a really nice scent. It smells like spring. It smells very kind of like floral mixed with woodsy. Oh, I love that scent. I think I might have another one of these. I have more lotions than I am going to be able to finish this year. I'll just leave it at that. But I do work through them. I, you know, shower twice a day, so morning and night. So I'm always lotioning up. If you, y'all know how us melanated folks are. We don't believe in being ashy, so I stay lotioned, okay? Alright, speaking of that Trader Joe's line, in addition to the body wash, I did also pick up the body scrub and the body butter. The body scrub is still in my bathroom. That just takes a little bit longer to finish up. I don't use an exfoliating scrub on a daily basis. I do it 2 to 3 times a week. And more often depending on how my skin feels. I think I mentioned before, I've been breaking out a little bit more as a result of all of the working out that I've been doing. So I've been using body scrubs a little bit more, but not as frequently as like a body wash. You know what I mean? If I'm showering twice a day, morning and evening, I'm not scrubbing twice a day. That's just a little too much. But neither here nor there, that's still in use. I did empty the body butter. This is really nice. I do have also, I think one more of this. Again, the exact same scent as that Sol de Janeiro. So if you are able to find this when it is in season, definitely pick it up. This is thick though. So I think that this is a winter type of thing. It's a body butter. It's not a body lotion. So it's definitely thick. Or if you have more dry skin, dry patches, all that fun jazz, definitely that would be a product for you. Another product that I picked up, another body product, I should say. This is the Clinique Happy Body Wash. Now, Clinique does have a fragrance, like a perfume, to go along with this. Oh, this is so nice. The reason why I have this, because this is not cheap. The reason why I picked this up is I picked this up when I was moving. I remember this. Was this when I was moving? I think I was moving. Something was happening and I couldn't find any of my body wash, my soaps or anything. And I was just like, I need some soap. And I was at the cosmetics company store and I was like, y'all got any kind of like body wash? And this is what they had. So this was way overpriced for what it is. Let me see if I can figure out what the price of this is, because I know it's expensive for no reason. Okay, so I'm a little ashamed, because this body wash is $51. Now, I did not pay $51 for this. I can't remember what the discount was, but it definitely was still overpriced when I got it. It might have been like $16, $20. But don't buy this $50 body wash. It really isn't worth it. In terms of the scent, it's actually kind of mediocre. It has a very citrusy scent to it, so it smells a little bit like oranges, but it's not enough of a scent for this to be the price that it's at, and it doesn't exactly last like a perfume or anything like that. So I don't know why this is a $51 body wash. Oh my gosh, I'm a little ashamed. But I distinctly remember I did not have any body wash, so I had no choice. Well, I did have a choice. I could have gone to a Walmart, a Target, hell, a Dollar Tree and gotten me a body wash, but I was already at the CCO, so I CCO'd my way to that body wash. Okay, so I think we've covered all of the major body items. So let's switch gears and talk a little bit about skincare. And I might hold on to some of these because I want to do like a separate skincare video talking about some of my skincare favorites. So let's just I might be keeping some of these garbage longer than I thought I would. So first up, I finally emptied my Refa Intense Moisturizer, or the Intense Hydration Cream. If you've been following, Refa came up with skincare relatively recently. Oh my gosh, hold on. And I'm saying relatively recently, but it's been a couple of years. At least one, maybe two. But anyway, when Refa came up with skincare, they started off with a moisturizer, and then from that, they'd gotten feedback that some folks need something a little bit thicker. So they have two moisturizers now. One that's a little bit on the lighter side and one that's more intense. So if you have dry skin, this is going to be the moisturizer for you. I don't have dry skin. However, I do like to go in with a thicker moisturizer at night because I want to repair my skin overall and make sure that I'm not too dry, especially when it comes to winter time. This was really, really helpful for me, hence why it's emptied, because in the winter, even though I am an oily leaning person, once you're like indoors, all of the like dry air, it just sucks all the moisture out of you. So I really relied on this during winter, and I think it's a good one for, like I said, if you have dry skin. or if you need just a thicker moisturizer in the wintertime. If you are, though, on the oily spectrum and you need something that's a little bit more summertime friendly or a little bit more daytime wearable, I would definitely go in with the Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer. If I'm not mistaken, they have changed the packaging of this as of late, so this might look a little bit different now. But this is a really good lightweight moisturizer. Now it claims to be a primer and a moisturizer. It's not. It's a moisturizer. It don't do nothing to prime. It's not gonna blow your pores. None of that fun jazz. This is a moisturizer. So just so you know. I really like this. Like I said, it is lightweight. It blends into the skin really nice. It does not do anything funky with my makeup. I don't experience any pilling or anything like that. So this is a good one if you are on the oilier spectrum or if you just need something a little bit lighter. I'm not gonna hold y'all because you already know when it comes to Clinique, I live for this this hydrating supercharged concentrate. This is what I put on every single day. Every single day. At any point in time, I have, or at least try to have two or three of these in my backup drawer, because this is a constant. It's a holy grail. It's a must-have for me. It is a hydrating serum, but it does not leave you feeling oily or greasy. It blends into the skin really well. And as someone who has oily leaning skin, this is exactly what I need. It creates the perfect sort of base for everything on top of it. So like I said, this is the first product that I put on in the morning without fail. Now, I'm just reaching into the bag, so we're going to toggle back and forth between makeup and skincare and whatever else is in here. So there's no rhyme or reason to this. I did empty the travel size of the On Till Dawn setting spray by one size. This is a phenomenal setting spray, especially if you have oily leaning skin. It does a really good job at locking everything in. You know, all of the ads or whatever you've seen on this, they're true. So if you need a really solid setting spray, one that has a very fine kind of continuous mist, this actually kind of sprays like hairspray. So it doesn't do any, it doesn't have any like weird droplets or anything. This is a good one. Is this my favorite setting spray? No, I would still choose Charlotte Tilbury over this one, but this one is actually probably my second choice. Next is the First Aid Beauty Gentle Foaming Face Cleanser. This is my favorite high-end line. When it comes to high-end skincare, First Aid Beauty is my favorite for high-end skincare products. And the Gentle Foaming Cleanser is actually one that I think works really well if you have oily skin. One thing I will say about this one is that it feels like your face is clean, in that it almost feels a little bit stripped. So I would just be careful if you have extremely dry skin, and also just don't go in with too much, because it does really, really clean everything off of your face. I like that feeling though. I like feeling like my skin is clean. Sometimes these gel cleansers can make me feel like there's a film left, and I don't like that. This just makes me feel clean. So it's one that I have at least two of. One that I'm currently using now, and one in my backup drawer. And I really like it. And it is on the pricier side if you were to buy it through like an Ulta Beauty. But if you buy it at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, if you're able to find it there, you can get it for less than 10 bucks, which I think is worth it. Back to makeup, two very exciting empties for me, because I love to empty products. I finally finished one of my Sephora Micro Smooth powders. This is in the shade Ebony. She's done, y'all. Done. Took a while to get here, but this is amazing. This is one of my favorite setting powders. I use it to set all over my face. And honestly, even when I'm like not in I'm wearing makeup mood, it's a good one because it has enough coverage to like give like a nice sort of blurred effect if you don't want to wear makeup and you just want to throw a powder on. So definitely recommend it. That being said though, they have reformulated. I've not tried the new formula. Y'all know I talked about this during the Sephora VIB sale. They reformulated, put all of the old formula on sale. So I'm not sure what the difference is. I wonder if it's like a we got rid of talc kind of situation. So one day, when I finish up whatever else I'm using, I will try the new formula and let you guys know if it really has changed or if it's just as good. The second powder though I have is my Pat McGrath Under Eye Blurring Powder. This is in the shade Yellow. This is amazing. This is one of Pat's best products, hands down, no questions asked. One of her best. And I do have a backup of that one. I just haven't opened it yet. Going back to skincare, I have a cleansing balm from True Botanicals. This is actually a product that was sent to me in PR, and oh my god, this is one of the best cleansing balms I've ever used. Like, it does such a good job at breaking down makeup. Like, and it has a really nice smell to it. I actually think they just released this in a moisturizer. Oh, it smells nice. But this is actually one of my favorite cleansing balms. True Botanicals has become one of my absolute favorite skincare lines ever since they sent me some products to try. I have been obsessed with this as well as with their AHA serum. Love it. Absolutely love it. Those two have been exceptional. I haven't loved everything that they've sent. I have not loved everything that they've sent me, but those two products, absolutely amazing. Okay, so I'm looking at my camera right now. It's telling me that it's overheating, so it probably needs a break. I've been filming for a couple hours, so I'm gonna let it relax, take a little break. I'm gonna go take a break and eat because I haven't eaten all day, and as you can clearly see, my throat hurts because I've been talking for a couple hours. So I'm gonna take a break, and then I'll come back and I'm gonna finish up the rest of this Empties video. Okay, so I'm back. I had a little snack. My camera seems to be holding up fine, but this is a lot of hours of filming, you guys. So I am currently testing the About Face foundation. Also did a demo of the Chanel Face. What's this called? Face palette. That's not what it's called. Filmed new makeup releases, and now I'm filming this. So I'm gonna try to finish this as quickly as possible so that my camera does not hate me. Plus I have other things to do, and it's just Sunday. So y'all know how it goes. I want to do some meal prepping, a little bit of cleaning up, all that fun jazz, and then relax because it's Sunday. You know what I mean? Okay. Another body care item. Honestly, this is just like a basic body wash. It's from Dove. I love the Dove body washes. They are really good, really tried and true, and also quite affordable. So yeah, this is, what's this one? The coconut one, I think, is the flavor or the scent. Oh, that smells so good. Something about Dove just smells so clean, you know? You always like just feel like you smell clean. Anyways, let's move along. And I'm realizing I have like a bunch of like little travel size products that I'm trying to empty because I feel like I have a lot of them, and this first quarter of the year I have not been traveling as frequently, whether it be for work or for play or whatever, and I don't want to just leave them sitting there waiting for the next trip to come. So that's something that I try to make sure that I'm using up products, and they take up a lot of space. So let me show you guys a couple of my small travel size things. So I showed you the Clinique Moisture Surge Hydrating Serum. They also do have a not a primer, a moisturizer, an actual moisturizer. So this is a like sample slash travel size of the moisturizer. It's actually really nice. It's very thin, same gel-like consistency as the serum. So it's really good if you have, I would say, oily skin because it's a very, very thin texture. It's not a cream. It doesn't have a heavy cream texture. What does have a heavy creamish texture though is the Poreless Skin Cream from Korres. I've had this before. This one does have salicylic acid in it. It's fine. It's a decent moisturizer. Really good if you have acne prone skin. For me, it doesn't really do much because my acne is cystic acne and salicylic acid doesn't really have any effect on it, but it was moisturizer that I figured it couldn't hurt, and it's one of those travel ones that I wanted to use up. I also had a sample size of the Estee Lauder Power Cream. The full size of this is a really expensive cream. I think it's over $100. This is a good cream though. Y'all, when I tell y'all my skin was supple, I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering this correctly, I took that cream with me to my friend's house because we had a girls' night where we watched the reunion of, not Married at First Sight. Was that? Oh, it's that Netflix show. Why can't I remember? Love is Blind. Got me out here Googling stuff. So, Love is Blind, we watched the reunion episode. We're not gonna get into that. But anyway, so I ended up sending that to my friends because it's about a 2-hour drive from where I live. And I remember packing that cream, and that cream is such a supple, beautiful overnight cream. I do think I have a full size, which I got as a free gift from my CCO. But truthfully, y'all, it's a good cream. Like, I wish it wasn't so expensive because I don't think I've ever woken up with my skin feeling as refreshed and as supple. And I get why the price is the price, because if I had the budget, I would buy it. Another really nice cream. This is the JLo Beauty. This is the body cream. This was so nice, you guys, that I cut it open so I could dig out the remainders of it. One, it has a really nice smell. Two, it did, I think, have a pretty decent firming effect on my skin. So it's a nice one. I did get this in PR. I don't know if I'd repurchase it, but I have been seeing JLo's brand pop up on the Ipsy website. So it's been 60-ish% off there or more. As well as at some TJ Maxx Marshall stores. So if you're able to get it there, I definitely recommend. I emptied a concealer, a couple concealers actually. So the first one that I emptied is from Tom Ford. This is the relatively new Traceless Soft Matte Concealer. Now technically I could probably dig in there and get the rest of the concealer, but ain't nobody got time for that. But this is a really nice concealer. No creasing, solid coverage. This is the type of concealer that I think would be great for like a spot concealer and go. If you want just like a light, like you just want to dab it on your under eyes and go. Really, really like this concealer. So much so that I finished this within a couple of months of, within a couple of weeks of me purchasing it. It doesn't have a lot of product though, I'll admit that, but in terms of quality and performance, chef's kiss. Now, in addition to the Tom Ford concealer, I did also finish the Rare Beauty concealer. This is okay, but she creases on me. This isn't one that I'm going to repurchase. By any means, this is definitely not one that I'm going to repurchase at all, because like I said, it did kind of crease on me. So it's not the best in my opinion. It's not too dry though. It's not too hydrating. It's a solid formula. It just creases. And creasing is not something that I typically deal with. So when I notice creasing happening, it's a bad sign for me. Let me just say that. The Tom Ford concealer, though, I will probably repurchase, especially if I can get it at the CCO, because I believe that, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like $60 for that concealer. So at full price, hard pass, but 50% off, I could deal with it. Now, I told you guys about that Estee Lauder cream, which is like the best night cream that I've ever used. A close second, and honestly probably neck and neck, but also equally expensive, is the Clinique Smart Night Cream. Also very thick, but what I noticed about this cream and that Estee Lauder cream is that they almost have like a repairing quality to it, where like it's not just, it doesn't sit on the skin. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but like sometimes those thick creams tend to sit on the skin and create an illusion of hydration and more suppleness, whereas I really truly feel like this Clinique cream and that Estee Lauder cream sinks into the skin and really creates like true supple, like hydrated, moisturized skin. That's how I feel. It's also reflected in the price. If I'm not mistaken, this one might be $85, and that's me being generous in terms of pricing. But whew, so good. This was another one that I got for free as a free gift. If it's just for the free gifts that come with going to the CCO, it's totally worth it, because those free gifts are amazeballs. Okay, shifting gears back to a little bit of makeups. I emptied the mattifying primer from Fenty. This doesn't mattify. It really was kind of a waste of time. I felt like it worked more as a moisturizer than anything else. And also, it doesn't do much to blur pores or anything. Like, for me, primers, most of them fail me. If I'm being very honest, there are very few primers that I actually genuinely 100% like. And I could probably list them all on one hand and maybe have a finger or two to spare. Especially when it comes to matte primers. Most primers I find to be just moisturizers. And this was one of them. I'm not going to repurchase this. Absolutely not. Funny enough, I'm not currently using, but I have also in rotation the hydrating version of this primer, which the two of them do the same thing. They're just two different colors. If that explains it. You know what I mean? So if you are looking at this for like the true mattifying qualities, there are so much better matte primers out there that I would not recommend you pick that up. Okay, I'm gonna speed past this, and I'm only showing it to you guys because it is an empty of mine, but this is a prescription product, so it's not exactly like you can purchase it at stores. You guys already know I suffer from acne, particularly cystic acne. I've had it since I was like 25. And I've been through a couple different prescription products. The one that I'm currently on is Onexton. This is a topical prescription. It does have a little bit of drying qualities to it. It's a mix of clindamycin and benzoyl peroxide. And that's what I'm currently with from my dermatologist. So empty this is a product that I use 4-5 times a week because it does dry out your skin. It does make it extremely sensitive. And this combined with my retinol can just be too much for my face. So I tried to, or at least my dermatologist has asked me to rotate it. So using this in the morning one day, and then the next day, don't use this at all. Use the retinol that I have at night. So, and the prescription retinol that I'm on, I don't think I have an empty of it, is a higher prescription than tretinoin. So I'm using pretty high topical products, which make my skin very irritated. So it is on this like rotating schedule, except for when I do see flare-ups, then I up the how frequently I use it. So that's the topical prescription product that I use. Okay, this is less of an empty and more of a like, these are just old. So I did have a couple of By Terry concealers that honestly, I don't know why I picked these up. None of these shades make any sense. They're all kind of like gross and broken off, and it's a mess. So these are going in the trash. I finished 2 eye creams this round. The first one that I got in PR, this is from Face Theory. This is a really, really nice morning eye cream. It has a very beautiful gel texture to it. I really enjoyed this. This was a solid one. This is one that I think works well if you have sensitive eyes, which I do tend to have because of all of the topical products that I use. And I find that one doesn't cause any burning or irritation or anything like that. Another really great morning eye cream is the Caffeine Eye Cream. This is from the Inkey, sold at Sephora. I think this is about $6. So in terms of pricing, I would definitely go with this. This one is a little bit more expensive. So if you can, it's a solid one. I think it's great. But if you are on a budget, the Inkey is a great option as well. Now, I told you guys that I do rotate my retinoid with the morning topical that I use. And when I'm not using my retinoid, or the days that I'm not using my prescription retinoid, I have been going in with this Good Molecules retinol. This is a very, very gentle retinol. So I have been kind of like subbing this in when my retinol is a little bit too strong and my skin is a little bit sensitive. Because I love the effects of retinol. It's great for skin turnover. It's great for making sure that you are helping with like the hyperpigmentation from acne scarring and healing and all that fun jazz. But it can be a bit much if you're using prescription grade products. And I think if you're just getting into retinols and you want to try something that's over the counter before you get a prescription from your dermatologist, I think this is a solid one because it is extremely gentle. So that being said though, I have been using such strong prescription grade products for my skin that gentle for me can be a little bit too sensitive for others. So something to keep in mind if you are just getting into it. But I have to admit, I really love how that is. And it has a really nice moisturizing texture as well. So you don't also have to then layer moisturizer on top of it. But if you want to up the gentleness even more, mix it in with your moisturizer. It just helps keep everything a little bit more dilute. Sticking with Good Molecules, I don't think there'll ever be a day when I stop using the niacinamide toner. This is the best product that they've ever released. And if you have to buy one thing from Good Molecules, let it be the niacinamide toner. This is absolutely amazing. My skin loves niacinamide. I noticed that there's a different level of brightness when I'm using it than when I'm not. And I think I get the best results when I use it day and night, but I do try to alternate with a glycolic acid at night when I think my skin needs just a little bit more exfoliation. So there's that. But oh, I've been through so many of those. If you know, you know. If you've been here a while, you're probably tired of hearing me talk about the niacinamide toner from Good Molecules. On to the goodies in the Chanel bag. I know, this is just tragic, right? So I have 2 products from Mamond, and I'm actually, did I empty that one yet? Where's the last one? I feel like I'm missing one. I'm so close to finish. This is actually a part. They're actually a part of a set. And I'm very, very close to finishing the last product in the set, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, looking at my dresser. So Beaumont, really nice. I believe it's a K-Beauty brand. It is a little bit fragranced, so if that's not your cup of tea, totally understand. But I do think that their products are actually quite nice. So I had the skin softening, the Flower Aqua Toning Skin Softener. So it's a toner. I think it's like a rose toner. It says it has 4 times the hyaluronic acid and peptide complex and vitamin B3. And that kind of runs through all of the products. So there was a serum. So this was like a serum. This was a toner. And then there was like a emulsion, as they call it. So I finished the toner, finished the serum. They were really nice and not irritating at all. Definitely, I think, on the more hydrating side, which I thought was great. I really, really focused heavily on this during the winter months because all my skin wants in winter is some hydration. And y'all already know, I don't drink water. It's not that I don't, well, it is that I don't want to. I hate the taste of water. I have to constantly remind myself to drink water. It is 2:45. I have had like 3 sips of water for the day. So that's, if you know, you know. I'm really bad at drinking water. But this I thought was really nice at giving me a little bit of extra hydration. I will say I only used it at night though because I don't need that much hydration during the day because I have oily skin. Okay, remember I told y'all about the Good Molecules Niacinamide Toner and that I loved it? There's no me without the Good Molecules Niacinamide Toner. This is a must-have. And I think I have another one in my drawer. You see, the way I feel about the Clinique High Supercharged Concentrate is the same way I feel about the Good Molecules Toner. Must-haves, absolutes. So again, if you have to pick up one thing from Good Molecules, please make it this toner. And thank me later when your skin is all glowy and bright and whatnot. Okay, and we're down to our last 4 products. Going back to body care a bit, I finished the Face Beauty Ultra Repair Body Scrub. This is a really, really nice body scrub. It's very simple, to the point. There's no scent, there's no extraness to it. Like I said before, Face Beauty is my favorite high-end skincare brand. They don't add any fragrance or anything crazy to their products. It is the best thing for like sensitive skin. It is so gentle and yet effective. So if you have sensitive skin and you want something that's extremely, I think, versatile in terms of it works across all skin tones, skin types, skin concerns, etc., I think Face Beauty is that brand. On the high-end side. Good Molecules is great if you are on a budget, but I would also recommend looking into Face Beauty if you can find it at your local TJ Maxx or Marshalls. So I really liked this body scrub. I thought that it was really nice. One thing I appreciated about the body scrub is that it was simply a scrub. What I found with a lot of other scrubs is that they have a kind of oil to it as well, so that, and I get the intention. The intention is that after you scrub, the oil helps to lock in moisture and make sure that you're not like overly dry. But some of them is just too oily. And I felt like this was just a scrub. It was like, you scrubbed it and then it left. And there wasn't like an oil slick left to it in some ways. So I really liked it. I would definitely consider picking it up. But I do have some other body scrubs that I'm working through right now from like Tree Hut and the Trader Joe's one. The Trader Joe's one is really thickums. It might be too oily. Might be, because I don't reach for it as much as I reach for the Tree Hut one. We have a surprise hair care product in here. This is from Olaplex. This is the number 5 conditioner. Olaplex is a really good brand. I know that they've had some ups and downs. I think they were in a lawsuit or something like that. But I feel like it's a really great brand for most hair textures, including mine. Like, I'm very, very particular because I feel like a lot of brands are not made for black hair, like coily, curly hair, kinky hair, if you want to call it that. And Olaplex, that's a good one. I just don't understand why the bottle is so small. I feel like they're always so small. And if you have black hair, you know, the afro hair, afro textured hair, you know we use a lot of product, especially when it comes to conditioner. So Lord Jesus, they just need more. And it's expensive, so you just go through too much. I don't think I'll pick it up again because, genuinely speaking, it's too little product for my hair texture. Okay, down to the last 2. I have this gel cleanser from Juice Beauty. I'm pretty sure this was a free gift with some kind of purchase. This is absolutely not worth it. I will never pick this up again. It smells horrible, and it's a gel texture, which means that honestly it doesn't feel like it's doing anything. It kind of has like a minty feel to it and a minty smell, and I don't want that on my face. It was not it. It was a waste of time. But I used it all up because it was a little itty bitty piece, and it was not it. Oh, like I said, it also didn't feel like it was cleaning my face. And lastly, the Refa Gentle Cleanser. This I actually do really like. I think it's a really nice cleanser. It's very gentle. I also really like the packaging of this. I think that this is very sleek and something you could display on like your bathroom and not feel any kind of way about it. I would definitely repurchase this. Very, very gentle. So if you are looking for solid cleanser, is it the cleanest cleanser? And I don't mean that it doesn't clean my face, but it does have a little bit of that gel-like texture to it where your skin feels like there's still a little bit of a film over it. So there is that, but it's not to the point where it feels like your skin isn't clean. So just something to consider. All right. That is it. Wait, no, I think I have one last thing. I didn't talk about this, but I emptied one of my travel sizes of the Kiehl's face cream. This is a really good one. Also very thickums, but it's nice. If you have dry skin, it's really good. If you have dry skin, perfect for the winter. It does not sink in as the Clinique and the Estee Lauder one does, though. Just so we're clear. Those are the best of the best. But because they're the best of the best, you're looking at $85 for a moisturizer, which I don't think any of us wants to do. So Kiehl's will work. Anyways, that's it. Those are all of my empties. I know that this was a pretty long one. I waited a very long time to do this video. Running behind on a lot of things, but I do want to say thank you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for watching today's video. Is there anything that you saw in my empties that you were interested in? If you want to know more about it, please don't hesitate to, one, either leave a question on the comments, two, hit me up on Instagram, all that fun jazz. You know how it is. It's always a vibe. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the fam before you leave, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much more than you know, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!